honest where I start from.
Hi there, all friends from the vinyl community and of course all other YouTubers who are watching this video. This is Ingrid from the Netherlands again, aka RockingLUPA. And today it's Friday, the very 1st of March 2013, and so it's almost weekend. But before the weekend starts, I just wanted to show you my latest CD and vinyl finds. And I think I picked up some very cool stuff over the last couple of weeks. And so also stuff I just picked up over a few weeks back, but didn't show you yet, or I didn't listen to yet. And in the meantime, I just finally had the time to listen to and everything. And but it's high time to just clear up some stuff again and make some room and space in my collection, if you know what I mean. So high time to just make some new videos for you, because actually I thought it would be better to just shoot 2 different videos for you today. So in the first part I will show you my recent CD finds, and so in the second part I will show you my recent vinyl finds. So let's start off very quick with the first CD. The first CD I wanted to show you is actually by an upcoming artist. He's from the USA. I think he's actually also from New York, but I'm not sure. His name is Matt Simons, and I don't think that many people are very familiar with his name and with his music yet. As I already said, it's an upcoming artist, and the story is actually that he gained a little fame because here in Holland, especially because they played his music during a scene from episode from a TV soap. There are several TV soaps here in Holland, and one of them, I think it already lasts for about 20 years or something like that, and it's still very popular here. And it's the name of the TV soap is Goede Tijden, Slechte Tijden. And when I translate that, it means something like good times and bad times. And I'm not much of a soap fan, so actually I never watched that episode. And because I just don't watch that TV soap, in fact. But I heard that song by Matt Simons. The song is called With You, and they played it during a very emotional scene in that episode, during the actor, or actually the part he was playing, he died. So when you are listening to the lyrics and together with that scene from that episode, many people were very touched by that song, actually. So many people here in Holland were interested in that song. And but as I already said, I just don't know that episode, because I don't watch that TV soap actually. But I heard that song for the first time on the Dutch radio, and so that song is called With You. And I thought it was a very beautiful song, very well written. Very, very beautiful lyrics. And actually I started to Google his name, Matt Simons, and I tried to look if there maybe was an album from him, or you know, whatever. But yeah, I watched every online shop and I just couldn't find anything from him. And so yeah, I visited his official website, and I just found out that indeed he didn't had an official album out yet, and the only thing he has released until now is an promo copy with several songs. So and he was also selling these copies, these CDs, and in the meantime I received this very nice yeah, promo disc, and it's called Pieces, and so it's all by the artist, the upcoming artist Matt Simons. And as you can see, also it's for promotional use only, in fact. So yeah, but I think I've noticed that yeah, in the meantime more people are interested, seriously interested in his music. So probably his so this promo disc is going to be released as an official album, and but I don't know which record company yet. So but yeah, probably in a few months this will be released as an official album by an official record company. So yeah, yeah, that's really cool, you know, that actually yeah, people really discovered his music, and yeah, it sets all things rolling. I don't know how you call that in English, and for Matt Simons. And yeah, it's very nice that also record companies are now interested in his music. So and what's also very nice, and I didn't show you yet, but Matt Simons, so the singer, he also autographed this CD for me, as you can see. So yeah, that's very nice too, of course. So yeah, of course you never know what you can expect, and if he is really growing, you know, if his music is really going to be more popular, I don't know, but at least the single or the song With You, it's really recommended. And but also the other songs, because it contains 10 different songs actually. They're really worth it to just listen to. And I thought that Matt Simons also has an official YouTube channel. So yeah, maybe you can check him out and yeah, give it a try, you know. And yeah, in my opinion, I think yeah, Matt Simons has everything, you know, to become a greater artist, if you know what I mean. So yeah, probably we will hear more from him in the future. And yeah, I'm pretty sure about that, because he's a really good artist. So yeah, I'm very happy with this promo disc, and yeah, probably there will be released an official album in the stores, yeah, in maybe a few months. So but if you are really interested in his music already, you can try to yeah, to visit his website, Matt Simons, and maybe you can still order this promo disc. So yeah, it's always worth to try, if you know what I mean. So yeah, remember his name, Matt Simons. and yeah, great music. Yeah. So well, I'm going to my other CD purchases, how you pronounce that. Well, of course, not very long ago, the great Dave Brubeck, he just passed away, and yeah, maybe I'm one of a few, but I've got to be honest with you, and I didn't have any Dave Brubeck music in my entire collection. So not on vinyl and also not on CD. But until now, because yeah, in a local yeah, CD shop, I just found this one in the bargain bin actually. So I only paid €6 for this, and which is a steal in my opinion, because this is really great music. And this is a 3 CD set, Take 5, by the Dave Brubeck Quartet. So, and as you can see, it contains 3 CDs. So yeah, and yeah, for only €6, you know, and just great music. So yeah, I'm very happy with this. And yeah, rest in peace, of course, Dave Brubeck. From the next CD, you probably almost can't believe, maybe, but yeah, I think I only have some vinyl from him, but not very much. But I didn't have anything from this artist on CD yet. So yeah, again, I found this in the bargain bin for only €5. So you know, it's just great music for almost nothing, if you know what I mean. And this is a compilation 3 CD set by Bob Dylan, and it's called The Real Bob Dylan. And so it contains 3 CDs, as you can see. And yeah, there always has got to be a first time for everything, I guess. So yeah, very nice to have this in my CD collection. Bob Dylan. Then I wanted to show you a CD from a Dutch band. I already showed you, yeah, I think in my previous video. I bought a studio CD then. But now I also found a live CD, so it was a live recording, and it's recorded in a theater in Breda, and Breda is a city here in Holland, and it's from the Dutch band Raccoon, and it contains 2 CDs, and all English language pop songs. And yeah, maybe you just have to check them out. Raccoon, in my opinion, they play very great pop music, and I also think they deserve more attention also abroad. So I think yeah, not very much people outside the Netherlands are familiar with this band, but yeah, in my opinion, they're really worth it to listen to, and yeah, to gain more popularity in also outside the Netherlands, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm very happy with this Raccoon, and yeah, I know that there are some more recent pressings also with latest yeah, releases, but maybe I already told you before in previous videos, but unfortunately the most new CDs here in Holland are quite expensive. So they're mostly they are about you know, €20, maybe something less, maybe something more, but you know, just about 20 euros. So yeah, I just can't always afford to just you know, buy the new CDs. But so sometimes I just wait until they are in the bargain bin, you know, and then I have my chance to buy those records or CDs as well. So yeah, I think I only paid 8 or 9 euros for this, but I think it's worth the money. And yeah, great band. So the Dutch band Raccoon. Yeah. The next CD I was looking for quite a while, and so I'm very happy I just found it quite recently. It's The Seeds of Love by Tears for Fears. And yeah, of course, yeah, I'm a teenager from the 80s, so yeah, especially songs from The Big Chair. So one of the previous albums is very much one of my most favorite 80s albums, and also one of my most favorite Tears for Fears albums. But also this album is yeah, you know, very much one of my favorites, especially because of the title song. So The Seeds of Love, but also of course Woman in Chains, and you know, and yeah, just great music on this, and I'm very happy I have this now. Tears for Fears. The next CD I wanted to show you was also from a bargain bins, and I discovered that I didn't have anything from this artist on CD yet. Yeah, it could happen. I really have much music in my collection, but sometimes, you know, there are still some artists which yeah, from which I don't have any music yet, but still yeah, trying to find, and yeah, hopefully I can purchase those holy grails one day. So and also this artist, yeah, it's one of my yeah, one of my favorite artists, everlasting favorite artist, but somehow I just didn't have anything on vinyl of her, or CD yet, sorry. And this is a compilation CD, or actually a 2 CD set. It's by Dusty Springfield, and the name of the CD is Gold. And yeah, so it has songs like Only Wanna Be With You, Stay a While, and Wishing and Hoping, I Just Don't Know What to Do With Myself, and you know, all those hits, yeah, Son of a Preacher Man, of course, and you know, many more songs. And the first CD, it contains 27 songs, and the second CD 24 songs, so you know, yeah, really much great songs to listen to. So Dusty Springfield. Yeah, then also a Dutch duo. I already showed you a CD by this duo in my previous video, and that was their latest release. But this is actually their first, so their debut album. And to be honest, I already had it on a burnt CD. But yeah, it was quite expensive for a long time. And yeah, so now this CD had a little discount. So yeah, I decided to buy it on an original copy now as well. And well, it's a Dutch duo. They also sing in Dutch language, so I don't think you are familiar with them outside the Netherlands. But the duo is called Jurk, and Jurk is the Dutch word for dress. And the title of the album is Avondjurk, which means evening dress. And well, actually this duo is the two men are Dennis van de Ven and Jeroen van Koningsbrugge. And especially Jeroen van Koningsbrugge, he is a very popular comedy actor also, and comedian, and yeah, he's very often on a TV, on the Dutch TV also, and I think he's a very funny man. And yeah, but yeah, he also sings in this duo, and very nice songs. So yeah, a Dutch duo, Jurk. Then you probably all know that yeah, I'm quite of a Whitney Houston fan. And yeah, actually especially as a vocalist myself, of course in the 80s I just grew up sort of with Whitney Houston, and I think I'm not the only vocalist who is very much inspired by Whitney Houston. And yeah, of course, I have to admit that especially in the last years of her life, unfortunately her voice was kind of ruined, you know. And yeah, it's and especially when you listen to her latest releases, you really hear that you know, her voice didn't have the same quality anymore like in the beginning of her career. And yeah, that's very painful in my opinion. And yeah, it's of course yeah, one of the causes, of course, is the drug abuse. And you know, so you can see what drugs are doing with your voice, and it's really a bad thing. So but sometimes people seem to forget that, especially in the beginning of her career, you know, she really had a great voice, and yeah, she could really reach a high level, you know, in yeah, if you know what I mean. So yeah, this was actually a CD I didn't have yet, but yeah, I just wanted to add it to my Whitney Houston collection as well, just to have the stuff yeah, complete sort of. And again, in Holland, this will cost, I think, more than, yeah, 23 euros, because this is actually the 2 CD set, and I think there's also a single CD edition, but I'm not sure. So yeah, this contains 2 CDs. It's called I Will Always Love You, the best of Whitney Houston. And so yeah, it is a compilation with her biggest hits, and also some new tracks. And yeah, so this was the only CD I didn't have yet. And again, I purchased it from outside the Netherlands, because yeah, again, outside the Netherlands it was much cheaper than yeah, the CDs they sell here in the local stores. So yeah, finally I have this for my Whitney Houston collection too. And yeah, and yeah, rest in peace Whitney, you know. It's last month, it was already 1 year ago that she passed away. And yeah, it's really sad, you know, but yeah, I hope that many people also will remember her, you know, from especially the beginning of her career, when she had such a big voice, you know. So Whitney Houston. Then I wanted to show you 2 CDs by one artist, an American R&B artist, and this is the very latest release by Alicia Keys. So it's Girl on Fire, and yeah, people are already telling me that, oh, I heard that song already too much on the radio, but yeah, yeah, I can agree with that a little bit, but after all, I think, in my opinion, that Alicia Keys is such an excellent artist, great singer, great musician, great songwriter, and in my opinion, yeah, I think that even when she would, for example, record a gospel album, you know, I think it would sound really perfect, you know, because she really has that voice, if you know what I mean. And yeah, and to be honest, I'm not really much into modern R&B, so I think that Alicia Keys is one of those exceptions which I buy as well, you know. The only thing that bothers me on this album are the very heavy bass sounds, and yeah, maybe it's just a part. Maybe it belongs to that modern R&B sound, I just don't know. But in my opinion, I think that this album just don't need it. It doesn't need it, you know. So I don't think it's very necessary for Alicia Keys to use those heavy bass sounds. And so one of my wishes actually is that Alicia Keys will record an album one day, you know, without all those modern sounds. Yeah, I don't know how to say that in English, but hopefully you know what I try to say. And yeah, yeah, well, but maybe yeah, the thing, maybe that's an perfect answer, the perfect answer to my question, or my, you know, to my wish. Maybe it's this CD by Alicia Keys, because yeah, this is an unplugged CD I also picked up, and it actually was a discount price. So yeah, well, I decided to took it along together with this latest album. I didn't listen to it yet, so I don't know what it sounds like, and but yeah, I think it's a quite interesting CD, maybe. So yeah. But yeah, even though Alicia Keys is very much in the radio these days, so yeah, maybe some people they think her music is kind of overkill. I don't know, but I think when you listen further or look further than your nose is, or I don't know how how to tell that, but I think you must admit that Alicia Keys is really an excellent artist. And yeah, I think that in about 10-20 years we still know who Alicia Keys is. So I think that she is one of those iconic artists, you know. So yeah, 2 Alicia Keys CDs I picked up quite recently. Very cool. And yeah, I have to take some water. I'm sorry. Well, I have two more items for you to show in this CD video. This is a CD also from a Dutch band, and they also sing in Dutch language. They play sort of pop rock music, and the band already exists for about 20 years now, and they're still very popular here. And yeah, some people just really don't like their music, and yeah, some people think maybe the music is quite cheesy, or I don't know, or some people have problems with their lyrics because the lyrics might be too difficult or unclear, or you know, whatever. But yeah, I'm not afraid to admit that I really like this band, and I have every original album by them on CD, and but I only didn't have this one yet on an original copy. I always had a burned CD, but yeah, I was looking for this CD for a very long time, but somehow I couldn't find it. Not in the local stores, not online stores, whatever. It's quite hard to get this on CD, an original copy. But I'm very happy I found it second hand now. So yeah, it was quite yeah, cheap also, and very nice price, and also still in a great shape, like it's new. Nothing wrong with this. The band is called Bluff, and the title of the album is Naakt onder de hemel, which I can translate yeah, something like naked under the sky, something like that. And yeah, this is already from the 1995, but the band already exists longer, and yeah, so this was actually the only CD I was still looking for on original copy. So I'm still yeah, I'm really very happy I found it finally. And the very last item I wanted to show you is by the same band, so also the Dutch band Bluff, and this is actually 3 CD and 1 DVD set, and so it came in a long box, as you can see, and yeah, a picture of the band, and it's called Hier, or Here, het beste van 20 jaar Bluff. So the best from 20 years Bluff. And yeah, so it's yeah, it's a compilation with all their biggest hits here in Holland, and so they're all in Dutch language, of course. And well, there are added some new tracks also, and a DVD. And when you open the box, you can see here 2 CDs, and yeah, some booklet in it with very nice pictures, and as you can see, very nice, and with all the band members, and here the CD and the DVD. And what's also maybe nice to show you, and let's take a look. Yeah, when you watch this picture, this band picture, for example, I think that the man who took that photo is also quite famous outside the Netherlands, because his name is Anton Corbijn. And Anton Corbijn, so he's a Dutch photographer, and he also is responsible for very famous pictures from, among others, Metallica, U2. Yeah, for example, he took the pictures for the Joshua Tree album, and I know that he also took some pictures for an album by Bryan Adams. And yeah, probably there's many more artists who Anton Corbijn photographed over the last couple of years. And yeah, so they also took pictures from this Dutch band, Bluff. And so yeah, maybe it's a very nice thing to know and to mention. And what I also wanted to show you, and yeah, I wanted to show you this picture. Hopefully it's you can see it very well in the camera. And this man, it's his name is Chris Gutte, and Chris Gutte, he passed away already 12 years ago already. Almost, yeah, this month, so the 17th of March, and so he died in 2001. And yeah, I remember that date so very well, because the next day, it was on a Sunday, and I read the news from a music site here. And so I read that terrible news that Chris Gutte, he died in a motorcycle accident. And yeah, probably he never noticed that he passed away, because it happened so very soon. Yeah, so he was riding the motorcycle on the highway, and he was hit by a ghost driver. So yeah, and yeah, so that happened on the day before, so on Saturday, March 17th, 2001. And yeah, still after all those years, 12 years further, I just yeah, it's a really you know, very painful story in my opinion. And yeah, the band, they of course they had to decide, well, should we quit with the band or should we go on, you know. And yeah, after all, they decided to continue as a band as well. And of course it was very hard, but they had to try to find another drummer. So Chris Gutte, he was the drummer of the band. And now I don't know if I can show you a picture. Yes. And after yeah, after they decide to continue as a band as well, this man came as a drummer in the lineup, and his name is Norman Bonink, and he already had much experience also with other very famous Dutch artists as well. So yeah, he's a very well experienced drummer. But of course, yeah, for a band, of course, it's very strange to when you lost someone in the band, and not because someone has left, but because someone has passed away so suddenly. Of course, it's always very difficult to have a new member in your band, of course. And yeah, but yeah, it's on the other hand, yeah, sometimes it's still very funny that they call him still the new drummer, but that new drummer is already 12 years in the band now, also, you know what I mean. So but yeah, sometimes they still call him the new drummer. Well, yeah, but yeah, so this band, they already exists for about 20 years, and yeah, I think I have all their CDs in my collection now. So yeah, again, not everyone loves their music, but yeah, I admit that I just do as well. So I'm very happy with this. This is also available in just a jewel box, and I think it only contains 2 CDs, but I'm not sure about this. And but yeah, I prefer to just have the limited edition with 3 CDs and 1 DVD. So yeah. Well, so this is all about the Dutch band Bluff, and yeah, you just outside the Netherlands, I don't think you understand the things they sing about, but because they all sing in Dutch language. But it's really cool pop rock music. So Bluff. Well, these were all the CDs I just wanted to show you today. And as I already said, I also picked up some vinyl over the last couple of weeks. And so I wanted to make another video for that. So yeah, I hope you liked it so far. And I hope to see you back in the second part, in which I will show you my latest vinyl finds. Okay? See you there then. Bye bye, my friends.